You have to be logical. You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over I mean, just like throwing food around. But they're telling me there's no food in here. You know what I'm saying? Every day, I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song is going to change to, we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, you know, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, and you just like, you know what I'm saying, a pick in the lock coming through the door blasting, you know what I'm saying? It's like you hungry, you reached your level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago. We was asking with the Panthers. We was asking with them, you know, with civil rights movement. We was asking, you know, now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're going to do?
Hit the road to clear my mind. Hit the road to clear my mind. Stressed out on the low. Hit the backwoods when I'm feeling through. I'm just stuck in my cycles. Stuck in my life, Tell 'em. Must jump through these high hoops. Stuck in my life, You gotta jump through these high hoops. Harder with the shimmy 3. Tell me why you killed your dreams. Love in my life should be so hard for me to find. That's one take. I just know what's real and what's fake. Never thought that selling dope was a fate. Gotta secure my place. I'm just stuck in my cycles. My life, you gotta jump through high hoops. Nigga, one take. I just know what's real and what's fake. One take. I just know what's real and what's fake. One take. I just know what's real and what's fake. One take. Case closed, you a fake. I just really wanna take your place. Erase that lane. Take my line. I'ma take my time. I'ma take my. I'm just sitting here. I'm crazy. What's real and what's fake? 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 I could never erase your place. I just know what's real and what's fake. Know what's real and what's fake. Know what's real and what's fake. Close my eyes, say grace. No place, no plate. Lights off, candle light off. Seriously, so if you need my space, don't take it too seriously. I not hate, need my time, need my glass of wine. Sit back, man, my juice crying. I just take my time, show my line. Sit in the back, collect my thoughts when I sit and recline. I just take my time, and my cycles. Mental health in shambles. Hit the trip when I gamble. I just take my time, drink my wine. No time for the fakes. I can see what's real and what's fake. I can see what's real and what's fake. CC on the email thread. What's real and what's fake. No place, no place, no place. What's real and what's fake? CC that fake shit through my email. That spam is in that box. It's going down for real. What's real and what's fake? What's real and what's fake? Stuck in these cycles. loser, 'cause I lost someone that was dear to me. I'm a loser, and I'm looking for some company. Well, when I was just a younger man, much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help anyway. Now those days have gone. Well, I feel so insecure. I need somebody to come around, help me open up my door. Help me get my feet back on the ground. 'Cause I'm a loser, 'cause I've lost someone that was dear to me. I'm a loser, and I'm looking for some company. Wow, wow. I'm a loser, baby. Now those days have gone, and I feel so insecure. All my bad things I used to do vanish in the day. But now and again, wow, I feel so insecure. I need somebody to come around, reassure me of the door. Help me get my feet back on the ground. I'm a loser, baby, now. I'm a loser, baby. Some losers, baby, wow. Ooh. I'm a loser, baby. I'm a loser, I'm a loser, baby. Some losers, baby, wow. Ooh. It was the first day of September. How well I remember. And my daddy went away. He came back in October. Him and Mom talked it over. Then he went away. I love my father, and everything that the man stood for. Oh yeah, I dug my daddy, dug my daddy. If he had, he would have given me more, much more than this. It was the 9th day of September, how well I remember. And my daddy went away. You know, he showed up in December. I was born, I remember. Then he went away. I love my father and everything that the man stood for. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love my daddy, dug my daddy. If he had, he would have given me more, much more than this. Now springtime rolled around, but Pop could not be found, 'cause my daddy went away. You know, he showed up in August. We had a family reunion. My daddy's home to stay. I love my father and everything that the man stood for. Yeah, 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 yeah. I dug my D-A-D-D-Y. If he had, he would have given me more, much more than this. If he had, he would have given me more, much more than this. If he had, he would have given me more than this. Oh, daddy, daddy, can't you hear me? I love the man, I dug the man. He meant so much to me. Oh, daddy, daddy, my father, can't you hear me? I dug the man, I dug the man. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, I guess this song is about to come to an end here. And without further ado, the guys and I are gonna like 10-4. Oh, daddy, 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 can't you hear me? I love the man, I dug the man. Can't you understand? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Do-do-do, do-do-do, right here. I love the man.
We've all experienced fear. Fear can protect us and fear can keep us paralyzed. It's up to us to sit with ourselves, sit with the breath, and be able to decide to let go. So I invite you to take a moment, take your focus inward, find a comfortable seat or lie on your back, and become an observer. By observing, we release ourselves from captivity of fear. We have the option to acknowledge and let pass. We can feel it to heal it. Become an observer of your breath. Notice the temperature of your inhale. Notice the texture of your exhale. Begin to observe any sensations in your body. Notice areas that may feel tense. Notice areas that feel relaxed. Use your breath to find ease. Inhale to acknowledge, and exhale to release. Invite softness to your physical body. Grounding down with each breath. Connect to steadiness and stability with its rhythm. Invite yourself to open awareness. Breathing in to acknowledge any thoughts or distractions that may arise. Breathing out to let these thoughts and distractions pass as easily as they come. Practicing release here, without any force, without any strain, without any judgment. This is a safe space. Begin to acknowledge any fear you may be experiencing in the present moment. Or maybe fear that has held you captive from the past. Bring it to your mind's eye. Notice any sensations in your body that come up. This is a safe space. Release any urge to do and just allow yourself to be in these moments. Notice your breath and come back to the rhythm. Allow your inhales to become more full and exhales more complete. Inhale compassion. Exhale fear. Send it to the areas of your body that need tending to, maybe the heart, the womb, the root, the throat. Inhale healing. Exhale fear. Inhale hope. Exhale fear. Inhale strength. Exhale fear. Feel your body become lighter, feel space being made. Inhale power. Exhale fear. Inhale love. Exhale fear. Inhale wisdom. Exhale fear. Notice the sensations. Acknowledge whatever else it is that you need. Breathe it into your body. And breathe out fear. Take these moments to connect to your mind, as you reset. Inhale to acknowledge. Exhale, release. What is it that you need? What will you let go to clear space? I am fearless. I am hopeful. I am free from the chains of my mind. I have everything that I need. I am protected. I am powerful. Find a deep breath in and a breath out. Come back to consciousness. Notice sounds distant and near. Feel gentle brushes against your skin. Take some gentle movements and welcome yourself back.
Let's talk about life in 2020 and weather. Now, I think we all have slightly different definitions of a perfect day. For me, it's about 70 degrees, sunny, not too humid. Some might say 65, others might prefer the sky be a bit overcast. Now, I think we can all agree to a couple of things. We all feel extra sweaty when it's too hot and humid. We all get soaking wet when caught in a storm. And we do not want to get caught outside in a DC winter with no coat. There are levels of discomfort that come with a less than perfect day, but only extreme weather makes the news. Storms dominate headlines locally. They might get a mention nationally or globally, but they're not the biggest topic of conversation. We just hope the storms don't come to our neighborhood. 2020 has brought in the storm that is being felt in every neighborhood. It dominates conversations and social media feeds and the news, and most importantly, people's lives. The global climate has shifted in a way that we've never experienced before. Even if you weren't paying attention before, now you have no choice but to tune in. And you should. But the thing is, it's always been storming. This isn't new, but a lot of people have never been close enough to the storm to truly experience its effects or to even have empathy for those who have. Some might still not experience the storm directly, but you can't avoid thinking about it or hearing about the people who were directly harmed by the storm. And even if you don't care about the storm deep down inside, you have to at least pretend that you do. Because now the storm is such a dominant topic of conversation that it's obligatory to put a square on your Instagram feed for the victims, or to text a friend who's been in this storm for their entire life, or to do something to at least make you feel like you've done your part for one brief moment. But what happens when the storm ends? Actually, a better question, because the storm isn't going anywhere. I can tell you that much. What happens if the storm ends for you? A lot of us were born into a storm, and will continue to experience its effects for as long as we live, unless some revolutionary changes occur. But let's say you didn't do anything to earn the better weather that you're experiencing. You're just happy to feel the warm sun on your back for one more day. And I mean, there are other people who are experiencing the storm at its worst, but at least it's not on your mind anymore. And the news stopped talking about it. It's not on your social media timelines. It's not in your group chats. So you can choose to just go back to your life. Maybe you'll passively hope that the weather gets better for people who are still out there stuck in the rain. Do you even remember how it felt to be in the storm? When the sun comes back out for you, do you pretend the storm was never that serious? The thing is, the storm doesn't disappear just because you're not experiencing it. My challenge to you is, we can't forget how it feels to be in the eye of the storm just because we're privileged to no longer experience its direct effects. We can't dismiss it just because we don't feel it. We can't let the conversation about what has to change die when we get tired of feeling sad. Because the thing is, this metaphoric storm that we're all talking about is preventable. And we owe it to ourselves to do our part to make sure the weather changes forever, while this storm is the topic of conversation.
Growth. When I think of growth, I think of every moment in life that has got me to this exact very moment. Even though subconsciously every second I've experienced in this lifetime has shaped me, but I have to think about those moments that are highlighted in my life, whether good or bad, because for some reason I've made them into significant highlights. As a child, you believe in so much because fear isn't brought to our attention, because it takes away from our vulnerability and our innocence. But believe it or not, that fear comes whether we like it or whether we don't like it. Maybe it's that steep neighborhood hill that you want to ride your bike down and you finally do. Maybe it's getting out of your comfort zone and making that one new friend or your only friend. Or maybe it's getting that attention, hug, or kiss from that first crush. Growth experiences happen at an early age, even though we may not realize we're growing into a new phase of ourselves. I love the quote by James Baldwin, "Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced." To me, this relates to everyday life. If a person attempts to actively fix the world and make it a better place, even with all one's efforts, the world still may not be guaranteed to be fixed. However, attempting to make changes, even if there is no change at all, provides a higher possible outcome than the person who is not to try at all. When people think of me, I want them to think of a person who cared and a person who put in the effort every day, no matter how big, no matter how small. This is growth. Sometimes it's not going forward or going backwards. Sometimes it's just about being in the moment. It's about being in the now, because that will cause change. I've been doing everything in my power to stay in the moment as of lately. My biggest focus has been my family, specifically my mom. I feel when you get to a certain age, you begin to relate to one another instead of rebelling, which I did a lot. She's taken on both roles as a parent for me, trying to teach me to be a good man who puts more out in the world than I receive. Because she always says, those are the people who are truly remembered in this world. To open yourself up, to endure what is coming your way, whether it be good or bad, knowing at the end of the day it won't break you, but instead will create something greater than you ever thought. And knowing you are more than good enough for whatever comes your way and for whatever you want in life, that is growth in its entirety. That's growth.
I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up.